नमस्कार, बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है गाइज़ आपके अपने ही चैनल केएफसीएस और स्पोर्ट्स बिट में बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है गाइज़। फाइनली हम लोग क्वालीफाई कर चुके हैं फाइनल्स के लिए। फाइनल्स में अब किसकी लड़ाई होती है उसके बारे में इस वीडियो में बात करेंगे। इस वीडियो में फाइनल, सेमीफाइनल के बारे में ज़रूर बात करेंगे, सेमीफाइनल 1, सेमीफाइनल 2 और एक और अपडेट के बारे में ज़रूर बात करेंगे। तो आज बहुत कुछ है बात करने के लिए, बने रहिए हमारे साथ और बातचीत को हम आगे बढ़ाते हैं। तो सबसे पहले गाइज़ आप चैनल को शेयर करिएगा और दोनों चैनल को शेयर करिए स्पोर्ट्स पीड और केएफसीएस जो कि अपडेट्स लाते रहते हैं टाइम टू टाइम और बहुत अच्छी डिस्कशंस होती हैं जैसे कि आप अब तक देखते आ रहे हैं। तो डिस्कस करते हैं। सबसे पहले शुरुआत करते हैं भारत का ये मैच बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त और जिसकी उम्मीदें थी कि भारतीय टीम जो है इस बार कप उठाए उसके हम एक कदम और आगे जा चुके हैं। तो अभी एक कदम दूर है ट्रॉफी हमसे। तो बात करेंगे आज का दिन कितना ही शानदार रहा है। भारत की जीत तो हुई है, इसके साथ के साथ एक बड़ा माइलस्टोन है जो विराट कोहली को मिली है, बड़े माइलस्टोन जो मोहम्मद शमी को मिली है। तो उसके बारे में आज हम पूरा डिटेल में बातचीत करेंगे। तो चलिए अब शुरुआत करते हैं। सबसे पहले हम आएँगे भारतीय टीम की अप्रोच के ऊपर आएँगे सबसे पहले। जब ये सीरीज़ हुई माफ़ करिए जो लीग स्टेज चल रहा था, उसमें हमने देखा कि किस तरह से रोहित शर्मा का जो एग्रेशन था, वो टीम को बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्प कर रहा था। सेमीफाइनल 1 स्टार्ट भी नहीं हुआ था, बहुत सारे लोगों के मन में ये चीज़ें थी कि यार ट्रेंट बोल्ट आएगा तो क्या हो सकता है क्योंकि लेफ्ट आर्म फास्ट बॉलर के आगे रोहित शर्मा बहुत स्ट्रगल करते हैं। लेकिन एक चीज़ जो इस पूरे वर्ल्ड कप में देखने को मिली है, रोहित शर्मा का इंटेंट। रोहित शर्मा उस ज़बरदस्त तरीके से बल्लेबाज़ी कर रहे हैं, इतनी तेज़-तर्रार बल्लेबाज़ी कर रहे हैं, जो सामने वाले टीम को धराशायी कर देती है, उनकी उम्मीदों को ध्वस्त कर देती है पहले 10 ओवर में। पहले 10 ओवर का एक गेम होता है जिसमें टीम की जीत और हार का फ़ासला तय करती है, तो भारतीय टीम ने जो पहले 10 ओवर खेले वो बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त थे। हालाँकि पहले 10 ओवर में ही रोहित शर्मा आउट हो गए, लेकिन रोहित शर्मा ने अपना सारा काम कर दिया था। ट्रेंट बोल्ट अपने लय से भटक गए थे। उसके बाद फिर हमने देखा किस तरह से डिफेंसिव बॉलिंग स्टार्ट हुई न्यूज़ीलैंड की टीम की। आज भारतीय टीम का जो अप्रोच था बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त था। अगर मैं यूँ कहूँ तो ये कहना गलत नहीं होगा कि आज रोहित शर्मा वीरेंद्र सहवाग की याद दिला रहे थे क्योंकि वीरेंद्र सहवाग भी यही किया करते थे और वीरेंद्र सहवाग जब ओपनर थे 2011 तो हमने उनके इंटेंट को देखा था किस तरह से वो अपना इंटेंट शो करते थे, बहुत तेज़ तर्रार रन्स बनाते थे। याद होगा बहुत लोगों को कि पहले 5 मैचों में वर्ल्ड कप के फर्स्ट 5 मैचेस में पहली गेंद पे चौका लगाया था वीरेंद्र सहवाग ने। तो वीरेंद्र सहवाग का जो इंटेंट था वो इतना हेल्प करता था मिडल ऑर्डर में कि लोग आराम-आराम से अगर स बैट्समैन को टाइम भी मिल जाता था तब भी बड़ा स्कोर बना लेते थे। तो यही कुछ आज देखने को मिला। आज अगर बात करें तो जिस तेज़ तर्रार पारी खेली रोहित शर्मा ने, इसके बाद शुभमन गिल ने कंटिन्यू किया, फिर विराट कोहली को टाइम मिला। जैसे-जैसे विराट कोहली सेटल होते चले गए उनके साथ फिर श्रेयस अय्यर आते हैं। श्रेयस अय्यर बहुत ज़बरदस्त बल्लेबाज़ी करते हैं। तो एक के बाद एक हमने ये देखा कि किस तरह से रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ एक के बाद एक लेना स्टार्ट किया लोगों ने। तो ये चीज़ हमेशा होती है कि जब आप रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ लेना स्टार्ट करते हैं, किसी पे डिपेंड नहीं रहते हैं, तो तभी कप जीते जाते हैं। कप तभी जीती जाती है जब आपके टीम गेम होता है, कोऑर्डिनेशन होता है। हमने देखा किस तरह से सबने अपनी ज़िम्मेदारियों को निभाया। भारतीय टीम की अगर मैं बात करूँ, तो सबसे पहले रोहित शर्मा ने कंटिन्यू किया, फिर रोहित शर्मा के इस चीज़ को शुभमन गिल ने कंटिन्यू किया, शुभमन गिल के बाद विराट कोहली एक एंड से रन्स बनाते रहे, फिर उसका श्रेयस अय्यर ने एंड में रन बनाए, फिर केएल राहुल आए और उन्होंने फिनिश किया और एक इंडिया को एक ऐसा टोटल लाके खड़ा कर दिया जो बनना बहुत ही मुश्किल था, नामुमकिन नहीं कह सकता हूँ। आजकल के क्रिकेट में ये पॉसिबल है और एक वक़्त पे न्यूज़ीलैंड की टीम लग रही थी कि जीत जाएगी, लेकिन हमारी जो बॉलिंग है इस वर्ल्ड कप में बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त रही है बॉलिंग। अगर बात करूँ मैं सारे प्लेयर्स की तो सबने 10 से ज़्यादा विकेट लिया है। एकलौती टीम जिसके सारे बॉलर्स अगर 10 से ज़्यादा विकेट चटकाएँ, तो वो टीम क्यों नहीं वर्ल्ड कप जीतेगी? वो टीम वर्ल्ड कप डिज़र्व करती है और भारतीय टीम एक पोज़ीशन और आगे आ चुकी है। न्यूज़ीलैंड की बात करें तो डेवॉन कॉनवे पे बहुत ज़्यादा डिपेंडेंसी थी टीम की। डेवॉन कॉनवे को एक अच्छी ओपनिंग देनी होगी रजत रविंद्र के साथ। लेकिन डेवॉन कॉनवे, रजत रविंद्र को जैसे ही मोहम्मद शमी ने आउट किया तो वहाँ से इंडियन टीम को अच्छी शुरुआत मिली। लेकिन डेरिल मिशेल और केन विलियमसन ने बहुत ज़बरदस्त पारी खेली। एक वक़्त पे इतनी शानदार साझेदारी चल रही थी, ऐसा लग रहा था कि अब विकेट कहाँ से मिलेगा? 5वें बॉलर 5 बॉलर्स के साथ इंडियन टीम खेल रही थी। इंडियन टीम के पास कोई छठा बॉलर नहीं था। हालाँकि हमने देखा पिछले मैचेज़ में जिसमें आपको विराट कोहली बॉलिंग करते हुए नज़र आए, रोहित शर्मा बॉलिंग करते हुए नज़र आए, लेकिन उनमें से किसी ने बॉल नहीं डाला। एट द एंड जब आप मोहम्मद शमी को लेके आते हैं, तो शमी फिर विकेट चटकाते हैं। तो शमी ने जो राह दिखाई है, श कह सकते हैं ये सेमीफ़ाइनल जो है ये शमी फाइनल था। हाँ, जी बिल्कुल, आपने सही सुना शमी फाइनल। ये सेमीफ़ाइनल नहीं ये शमी फाइनल था क्योंकि देखिए शमी ने जो काम किया आज, वो अगर आज वो काम नहीं करते तो बिल्कुल ये होने वाला नहीं था, पॉसिबल बिल्कुल नहीं था और ये चेज़ कर जाती न्यूज़ीलैंड की टीम और आप ये समझ लीजिए कि न्यूज़ीलैंड की टीम से मैच छीना गया है, भारत ने मैच को छीना है। न्यूज़ीलैंड की टीम ने एक वक़्त पे पकड़ बना लिया था। हम फैन्स सारे यही उम्मीद कर रहे थे, यार विकेट चटकाओ, जल्दी से आउट करो केन विलियमसन और केन विलियमसन के आउट होने के बाद ग्लेन फिलिप्स बल्लेबाज़ी ज़रूर कर रहे थे, लेकिन सारी ज़िम्मेदारी ग्लेन फिलिप्स के ऊपर आई। तो आज जो हमें 3 शतकवीर देखने को मिले, वो थे विराट कोहली, श्रेयस अय्यर, उसके बाद आपके डेरिल मिशेल अच्छी बल्लेबाज़ी की डेरिल मिशेल ने भी लेकिन एक तरफ से साथ मिलना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है जो कि नहीं मिला। आज पूरे भारतीय इनिंग्स की मैं बात करूँ तो सबने एक साथ मिल के चले हैं, कोई भी किसी का साथ नहीं छोड़ा है, सबने रन्स बनाए हैं अपनी एंड से और जब आप रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ लेना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं, टीम गेम, टीम कोऑर्डिनेशन दिखाई देने लगता है, तो फिर लगता है कि भई सेमीफ़ाइनल तो जीतना ही था। तो इंडियन टीम का जो कोऑर्डिनेशन है इसने सेमीफ़ाइनल को जिताया है। एक चीज़ जो है अभी भी मुझे खलती है बट बहुत लोग इस बारे में बात नहीं करेंगे बट मैं ज़रूर बात करूँगा इस बारे में। मुझे एक ही चीज़ खलती है, वो खलती है 6th बॉलिंग ऑप्शन आपके पास इतने शानदार ऑप्शन अवेलेबल है, वो है आपके रविचंद्रन अश्विन, बहुत सारे लोग कहेंगे यार नहीं रविचंद्रन अश्विन नहीं, सूर्या ठीक है। बट कहने वाली बात ये है कि हमारी बैटिंग इतनी शानदार चल रही है, जिस तरह का विकेट था और अहमदाबाद में भी अगर मैं बात करूँ तो मिक्स रहेगा, आपको न्यूट्रल एक टाइप की विकेट हो सकती है, जिसमें आपको स्पिनर्स, फास्ट बॉलर्स का मिक्स रेशियो रहने वाला है, जिसमें दोनों को विकेट्स मिलती है और उसके अलावा बैट्समैन को भी हेल्प होती है। तो अगर आपके 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 बैट्समैन अगर आपके रन्स बना लेते हैं, तो क्यों नहीं आप एक ऐसे प्लेयर को लेके आएँ जो आपको बैटिंग करके दे अगर ज़रूरत पड़े तो और बॉलिंग भी करके दे। हमें छठी बॉलिंग का जो ऑप्शन है, वो रखना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है क्योंकि आज हमने देखा बेशक भारतीय टीम ये मैच जीती है लेकिन स्पिनर्स आज बेअसर नज़र आए। स्पिनर्स को बहुत अच्छी तरह से खेल रहे थे। कुलदीप यादव को बहुत अच्छे से खेला आज न्यूज़ीलैंड की टीम ने। आप ये देखिए कि न्यूज़ीलैंड की टीम ने मैच हारी है वो अलग चीज़ है लेकिन रन्स काफ़ी बनाए उन्होंने। तो ये एक पॉइंट है जिसके बारे में ज़रूर मैं बात करूँगा। तो हमारे साथ अब आ चुके हैं राहुल अय्यर इनसे बात करते हैं। तो हेलो राहुल
Hi,
हाउ
Kunal.
इज़ finally celebration started. We are finally one way ahead of winning World Cup.
Yeah, so fingers crossed. It's a good thing. We are we are into the final, and we're playing at home, so we will be a big favorite to lift the title. In my opinion, I think that's an opinion I've been having for a very long time now. But finally, good to get over the line against New Zealand. I mean, we've many times. Um, been stopped by New Zealand in ICC tournaments. So finally, we have changed that history.
Yeah. Okay, so we will talk phase wise about innings. So if we talk about the phase one, that is toss. Means when I heard the pitch report, Rahul, I thought that India should bat first, otherwise things will not goes in our way. So first battle we have win the toss. First of all, we win the toss, and that was really. And Rahul, if I talk about many Indian captains, Rohit Sharma is very lucky to win the toss at the time of Virat Kohli loses maximum number of tosses. If we remember the time now, when Virat Kohli comes, the toss luck has been come to Indian favor.
To be frank, you can't do anything about tosses. The only thing you can control is the game.
Yeah,
To be frank,
yeah, just kidding.
uh,
Yeah, okay. So if we move forward, Rahul, can we say that today Rohit Sharma was playing like Virender Sehwag? What Virender Sehwag has done for Team India, same thing today Rohit Sharma has done. Can we say like this?
Yeah, to be frank, Rohit Sharma has been playing like Virender Sehwag throughout the tournament, not just what to say, not just in this semi-final. Throughout the tournament, he has been taking risks and playing well.
Yeah. Okay, so if I see today, so Rahul, how you see the coordination of all the players while bat first? When we see first Rohit Sharma pick up some intent from his side, first 10 overs he goes on for runs, and when Rohit Sharma got out, Shubman Gill takes the responsibility. Then Virat Kohli gets some time to settle down. Then after that, when Shubman Gill has some cramp issue, then Virat Kohli accelerate fastly, and then Shreyas Iyer got some time. When Virat Kohli goes out, then Shreyas Iyer finally complete the innings along with KL Rahul. And at the end, Shubman Gill also come. That is also the good news that no need to worry about Shubman Gill. It was just a cramp. So how we see the coordination of Rahul means today the coordination of all the five batsmen led India to a big total of 390.
Yes, absolutely. It was a collective batting effort. So really hats off. To be frank, very often, especially Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, they've been guilty of failing us in the big matches. They finally stepped up in this match and managed to give India a big score, especially for Virat Kohli. Actually, Rohit Sharma already had a century in knockouts. To be frank, against having scored against Bangladesh in the 2015 World Cup quarter final. So now Kohli has his knockout century against New Zealand in today. So great for him. Hopefully they will keep up this form in the final. We don't want what to say another 2017 Champions Trophy final to happen. We don't want that case again.
Yeah, of course. So, Rahul, if I talk about Indian team now, everyone is talking about how Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli is performing. Finally, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma stop the jinx of that they are not a big match player. Now we can say Virat Kohli is our king. He's the king of the world, and he can perform anywhere, anytime. He is a big match player.
Yes, definitely we can say that right now, and same with Rohit Sharma. Now, although he didn't score a half century in this game, I understand he scored 47 or 29 in this game, still a high impact innings in a big game. So we cannot take any credit away from him or say now that he's not a big match player. In fact, there were already arguments for him being a big match player, having scored a century versus Bangladesh. But this is bigger than that one, even though it's only 47. Because he scored against New Zealand, not Bangladesh was a choti team in 2015, and
Yeah,
so that century cannot be considered as one of the greatest innings of all time. You have to even in a knockout you have to score against some kind of decent opponent, and Rohit Sharma has done that today by scoring against New Zealand.
yeah. Okay, Rahul, we always in Hindu we always says that something is already written from a god that big things always come in a big time. So if we talk about Virat Kohli, he's so lucky. He's making his 50th hundred means a world record against Sachin Tendulkar, which record he has broken and in a big time semi-final at Wankhede. So can we say that it is written by God that this was the time where Virat Kohli will definitely going to prove everyone in the world that he is a king.
Yeah, he's definitely shown that he can step up in a big game today. A lot of people, unfortunately, still talking about his strike rate, as I see. But the fact is, Kohli has mentioned clearly at the break. He's clearly mentioned that he has a certain role in the team, and he is doing that. And his role is to bat deep and make sure that so that the other batsmen have the license to go and play aggressively. You can't have all. See, this is not a T20 format where everyone has to play aggressively. Uh, this is an ODI format, and you can have one or two such batsmen who are not an aggressive type. and you can have others hitting around him. You can have that in one day cricket. So all these, see, all this talk about strike rate, this is all, what to say, these fan this is all just social, for social media trolling. And also many of these fans who are trolling him are just T20 fans. They don't understand how ODI cricket works.
Actually, what happens when different fans are coming, different player fans, their thinking changes. Actually, what happened in a recent time, everyone have a habit of seeing T20, so they are mixing T20 with ODIs. They don't know about the basics of ODIs. That according to situation, you have to accelerate. Actually, when I see the match, Rahul, I was talking in the group. Everyone is saying that Virat Kohli is playing for centuries, but I told him that when Virat Kohli will reach the milestone, he will definitely goes up and he will hit sixes, fours whenever he got a good ball. So I think Rahul, everyone is saying this is not a time for milestone, but I think India have done already that much score, means ever par score when Virat Kohli reaches the 100. If I remember, India was a score around 320, means 320 and 327 today. New Zealand have made already. When you have Shreyas Iyer type of batsman who is hitting sixes each and every over, sixes and fours and boundaries are coming in each and every over, why not you can take time and make centuries? I don't know, means this is very useless comment that all are saying that Virat Kohli is playing for centuries. I think they are really useless. They need to think about the history, the era of 2010 to 2020. Who is the single match winner who makes you proud, India all over the world, that yes, only Virat Kohli is there, so that India is dominating during that era.
Yes, absolutely. And 2012 to 2019, I mean, most of the 2010s, Kohli was the dominant player in the team. Of course, he's not going to be the same player that he was in the 2010s, but he is still contributing runs to the team's cause and helping the team win, and that is what matters
And
in the end.
big thing, Rahul, see the fitness of this player. We see Shubman Gill, who is very young from Virat Kohli, got cramps and he was not be able to stand. He goes out of the ground, but Virat Kohli, who makes a century in a difficult condition today, Rahul, not a good condition to bat on today. Means there was dehydration. You see Daryl Mitchell, he was also fall into the ground. He needs some treatment. But Virat Kohli, I don't see Virat Kohli treatment today, and he was looking fit and he's running between the wickets. Means what I will say about the fitness of this player. So that's why I need Rahul. Means one more World Cup he deserves. One more 50 over World Cup if he is fit like this.
Yes, he definitely deserves to win another World Cup. It's a shame that, to be frank, it's a shame that Virat Kohli couldn't win a World Cup as a captain. But he has won it as a player before in
Yes.
2011. Now he has got the chance to do it again come Sunday.
And Virat Kohli fitness, no need to say about that. Today we have seen how Virat Kohli has done with the fitness. So we have to say that we are very lucky that Virat Kohli is playing for Team India.
Yes, we are very lucky. Unfortunately, thanks to this T20 era, he will be branded a selfish player or and whatnot. But I think those fans need to go back and watch the 2010s carefully, and they will understand the impact of Virat Kohli on this team. Obviously, won't have the same impact being a senior player. There will be players who are equally good or better than him in this team, and that has to happen. Naturally speaking, there is always a time where the younger players have to come up and take the guard. Virat Kohli was that player in the early 2010s when Tendulkar was on his way out, and then MS Dhoni was also on his way out. These things are part of the game. You can't always expect that somebody will play a good innings and it will always be the best innings among the team. First of all, this is not a competition among the team players. Okay, okay, this is about winning the game for your team, winning the game for your country. So, and that's what matters in the end.
Yes. And Rahul, somewhere I read that when Virat Kohli was very young and when Sachin Tendulkar was with him in a dressing room, he touched the feet of Sachin Tendulkar and everyone just kidding him that what he is doing. So now Sachin Tendulkar is saying that at that time he thinks that there is someone who is going to replace him, and finally Virat Kohli replaces the Sachin Tendulkar. So great moment for Team India, great moment for Virat Kohli. Now another record, uh, Rahul, in first four matches, no Mohammad Shami. When Hardik Pandya goes out, finally uh, India bound to play Mohammad Shami because we are already one batsman, one bowler short. So Mohammad Shami is playing in a different planet. 7 wickets. He breaks the record of Ashish Nehra. He took 6 for 23, but today Mohammad Shami 7 wickets that seal the match for Team India. So, what you will say, how you will express in one word for Mohammad Shami's spell?
Well, to be frank, we always say this in short form, but it actually is an expansion of many words. I call him the GOAT.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the GOAT bowler for India and World Cups. That's what needs to be said.
Yeah, of course. And today, Mohammad Shami was only there who gives you the starting breakthrough, and at the end, he complete the match for Team India. Well done. There were some flaws also, Rahul. If I see the match, that at one stage, I think Rahul, we all are saying that when wickets will come, when there was a good partnership between Kane Williamson and Daryl Mitchell, it looks like that they will chase the target. At one stage, there was a time,
It,
and
yes, it certainly looked like they would chase
yeah.
the target, but I always knew that one or two wickets and India will again be ahead and go on and win the game.
And Wankhede is looking that type of ground where uh, you can't be pick a match easily that yeah we can win it. We have made already so many runs. So runs are not enough in Wankhede until you are a good bowler. So this is a story of today's semi-final. But Rahul, one more thing means the way our Indian batsmen are performing and seeing the condition of Ahmedabad means if I recall the previous two matches that was England versus Australia, Afghanistan versus South Africa. There we see the neutral wicket means where spinners and fast bowlers both will get a equal opportunity, the equal number of wickets most probably, and there will be a batting friendly too. So Rahul, don't know means which one will coming means South Africa will come or Australia will come. Don't you think that we should think about sixth bowler option because it's okay. Today's score was really big. That's why we win it, and there was some pressure from New Zealand side. That's why wicket goes on. But this will not happen each and every day. So don't you think that India should consider means Ashwin in a next match?
To be frank, my answer would be I think like it has been before. The answer is no, in my opinion, because we can't weaken the batting order just to bring in a sixth bowler
But
who will
Rahul, already we are means if I talk about one, two,
see.
three, four, five,
My big
firing.
doubt is who will Ashwin replace in this team?
Surya
Can
Kumar
he? Who
Yadav.
can?
Surya Kumar
Huh?
Yadav. Surya Kumar
If he
Yadav.
replaces Surya Kumar Yadav, see the problem is that India's batting would be a little bit thin because Ashwin cannot offer the same value with the bat that Surya Kumar Yadav does. I know Surya Kumar Yadav has failed a lot, but Surya Kumar Yadav has uh, the hitting ability at the depth which Ashwin does not have. So you cannot bring him in. If you do that, you will basically have batting only until what to say, Ravindra
Ravindra
Jadeja.
Jadeja
You have to
6.
bring
Yeah,
in
and plus
Jadeja at number
Ashwin can
six.
play. Ashwin can play some knocks. Means I don't say that Ashwin can't gives you contribute on that way.
He can
Um,
see, but the problem is with Ashwin. Can he? If we need him to like bat for 2 overs and score quick runs, I'm not sure. Very confident Ashwin can do it. Maybe he can. if India has a top order collapse, let's say in the final, and you need Ashwin to come in and bat, maybe he can play that kind of an innings for you, like he plays in Test match cricket. But I don't think in limited overs cricket he can offer too much value with the bat. That is my concern over having Ashwin in the team. And I think what will have to happen is, if one of the bowlers are having a bad day, you need to bring in Rohit Sharma or Virat Kohli to bowl, in my opinion.
But
And
but today no one has come, or that all the five bowlers has to complete the quota anyhow they have to manage. So that is the thing, because each and every team has sixth bowling option. If you see Rahul, Australia and South Africa is remaining, they have sixth bowling option already.
yes,
So that is the thing. Yeah, you are saying I will give the solution for that. Means when I see the intent of this player, Rohit Sharma and Shobman Gill, they are firing in first 10 overs. Means I don't think Rohit Sharma will fail in final. I am quite confident. And in middle overs, Virat Kohli is playing some responsible knock. Means suppose if Virat Kohli fails, then there is KL Rahul who will get so much time. I think till Jadeja, India can play up to 40 or 45 overs. Who knows all the 50 overs? No need of Ashwin, but if Ashwin gets 4 5 overs, he can bat. But I think we should not compromise for bowling. In that way, I am saying if India will manage in Ahmedabad, then it's okay. But I thought at somewhere that we need a sixth bowler. That's why we like Hardik Pandya. That Hardik Pandya gives you both.
yes, definitely. To be frank, Hardik Pandya is a huge loss for Team India with the bat, in my opinion. But I feel Ashwin, if we bring in Ashwin, I don't think he'll be able to replace Hardik or Sky's batting abilities. That is my reasoning. Of course, Rohit Sharma is very likely to score runs in the final. He's very likely to score. So is Virat Kohli. But we have to be prepared in case both of them fail. What happens if both of them fail? What happens if Shubman Gill fails? And then Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, they also get out very quickly. They don't offer too much. Then what happens? We need some batting depth over there. We can't always assume that our top five will do the job every time. We cannot do that. And I feel our five bowlers have still been fairly good enough to get us through. We have to trust them. Look, it's not likely that all five of our all five of our bowling options are going to fail. What is the likelihood of that? It's very unlikely, especially given they're all in form and they've all been bowling well. So maybe maximum one or two bowlers will underperform, and those overs have to be filled in by either Kohli or Rohit, or Rohit will, among the five bowlers, will have to give rotate them properly. Uh, like if whoever is bowling badly, quickly take them off of the attack and rotate the bowlers well. He'll have to manage that properly.
Yeah, okay. So well done, Team India. Finally, we had some happiness in our faces. To yesterday, we were quite upset, not very much, but quite upset that how you we will win this match. But yes, credit to Rohit Sharma, credit to Virat Kohli, credit to each and every player who has contributed today. So well done. So now let's move forward to semi-final two, that is South Africa versus Australia, one of the interesting game. So Rahul, if I talk about both the teams have weaknesses also, both are strong also. So first of all, which point you want to discuss? Weakness or
Better to analyze the strengths first, when it comes to any team.
okay, so let's start from the strength of both the teams. So if I talk about the strength, their strength is openers. First of all, openers means the way their openers are playing. If I talk about first of all, if I talk about South Africa team, Quentin de Kock, 4 centuries. His opening is made South Africa team quite easy to win it. win matches. And if I talk about the big scores, Quentin de Kock have maximum number of contribution. Well, Tamba Babuma has not proved, and expectation is very low from team side. They are just expecting that he will do a good captaincy. So Rahul, if I say that Quentin de Kock, a player where South Africa very dependent, means if I see the big scores, Quentin de Kock is very dependent.
Uh, yeah, Quinton de Kock he's in good form right now. I think they will be backing him to come good tomorrow in a big match. So we have to see what happens, and especially batting first, Quinton de Kock can really do a lot of damage.
Yeah, of course. And if I talk about the middle order, there is Rassi van der Dussen, Hendrik Klaassen, Eden Markram. So, Rahul, if I talk about the pitch of Kolkata, so quite small ground, means not bigger ground than likes of Wankhede. There will be some spin also. Wicket will be slow in middle overs. What we have seen India versus South Africa game, but Rahul, we see South Africa collapsing in Lucknow. Means how the spinners dominating. Can we say that South Africa should do something against Zampa? Means Zampa will be a big factor against South African team because in this ground they are not be able to make 100 runs. Jadeja Pfeiffer.
Mm, yeah, it's definitely going to be a huge moment in the game to see how South Africa tackles the spin of Adam Zampa, especially against the right-handed batsman. He'll be very effective, in my opinion. So that's going to be a huge test for the Proteas.
Yes. So if I talk about South African team, I don't see any changes. I think they will play with two spinners. Of course, Keshav Maharaj. First of all, hats off for Keshav Maharaj that he has become a number one ODI bowler. Congratulations. Well, Keshav Maharaj deserves to be the number one bowler. Actually, he was bowling great. He is picking wickets at the right time whenever needed. Well, Rahul, if you remember one match where there was nothing for spinners, but Keshav Maharaj picked four wickets. I think that was against New Zealand, right?
Yes, that was against New Zealand in Pune.
Yeah, so there was nothing for spinners, but Keshav Maharaj purchased wickets for South Africa. So Keshav Maharaj, Tabriz Shamsi, important bowler. So what are your fast bowlers for South Africa, Rahul?
My fast bowlers will be Rabada, Ingidi. I think these two have to come first, and Marco Janssen. I think these would be my three fast bowlers. And if we need to include another one,
I don't think. I think two
maybe
spinners. They need two spinners. I think so.
true, true. I would agree.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the team of South Africa. So is quite dependent on Rassi van der Dussen, Adam Markram, and Quentin de Kock. So tomorrow, let's see how Markram will play. Markram, good player of spin, who always plays better cricket. So let's see how the things will goes on. But when we comes to Australian team, so Australian team is looking quite means good team against South Africa. If I well in league stage, Australia not win the match, but it doesn't mean that they will not give competition in semi-finals. If I talk about openers like David Warner, along with David Warner, there is Michelle Marsh, Travis Head. Rahul, how you see that Travis Head means in mid-season? Mid-season he is coming, and he has only one century, means not that much contribution. And Travis Head dismissal have create some impact, means some pressure in the team. Uh, Smith position has been decreased one position down, March number three. So how you see this means Head is going to perform tomorrow?
Yeah, I think Head can definitely perform tomorrow. I think Head and Warner can definitely give Australia a good start to the game. If they are batting first, especially, then they can really put. They really have the opportunity to put South Africa under some kind of pressure, especially knowing that South Africa they lost very badly when they played against India in Kolkata.
Yes. Okay, so if I ask you playing 11 of Australian team, can you tell me, Rahul? Australian team playing 11.
Australian team playing 11 would be Warner and Head opening the batting. Then you'll have Smith and Marsh coming. Smith, Marsh, Labuschagne, uh, probably Maxwell and Stoinis as well. Okay, I think.
Yeah, seven,
Hold on.
seven. Yeah, seven you have done.
Seven is there. Oh, Josh Inglis has to be in the squad as well, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, yes, yes.
So yeah, so yeah, that means probably Stoinis. That would be eight players, and then then you have wait, that won't work actually. Warner, Head, Smith, Labuschagne. This will be the top four. Then you will have probably um, either
English.
Mitchell Marsh or Marcus Stoinis. One of these two players. Glenn Maxwell, you cannot leave out. Then Josh Inglis. So now you have seven players, and then four bowlers: Pat Cummins, Hazelwood, Mitchell Stark, and
Adam Zampa.
Adam Zampa.
So fifth bowlers will be shared by Maxwell Marsh, most probably, if Stoinis is not playing.
Yes.
So this is the playing 11, and the way Marsh is playing, last match gives some confidence to this Australian team that Marsh can play better. Spin, he can play spin better. There is no doubt about David Warner too. No doubt about Klassen, but the way Klassen form has decreased suddenly, can we expect Rahul that Klassen can come back?
Mm, yeah, we can expect him to come back. Who knows? As a matter of fact, I think well, Klassen didn't do that well against Australia, but we can expect him to make a comeback against Australia in the semi-final. He still has the abilities
Yes.
to do it. He's had many starts in this tournament. He scored a century against England in Mumbai. He's had many starts in this tournament, but he hasn't quite converted it yet. He needs to somehow convert his starts when he gets them.
Yeah, of course. So let's see how the things will goes on. So prediction time, Rahul. Your prediction, who is going to win it? Very difficult to say who is going to win it.
It's hard to say because if South Africa bats first, they've got a very good chance of winning the match. Whereas if they bat second, you can more or less expect them to choke and go out of the tournament. But uh, one thing, it's even if they bat first, it's not as given as if they bat second. In my opinion, I think Australia will have a better chance of pulling off a run chase in this game than South Africa would. So I would give Australia a slight edge. I would probably give it 60-40 in Australia's favor.
Okay. Highest run getter, highest wicket taker.
Highest run getter, I think, is going to be Travis Head, in my opinion. And the highest wicket taker, I think Mitchell Stark is going to step up in this big game. He's not always been at his best in this tournament, but I think he will step up in this big game and bowl Australia to victory.
Yeah, of course. Okay, from my side, I am going with South Africa. So South Africa with 51-49. To South Africa. Highest run getter for me, Aden Markram, and I will see Rabada highest wicket taker. So let's see. Okay, so Abhinav, we have he's saying hip hip hooray. Yes, it is time for celebration. India, India. Yes, yes. Do party, and if you have some crackers, you can use it, but not that much. ओके सो गिल को ले ये सबमिट रन्स के लेकिन अगर किसी ने रोहित को क्रेडिट नहीं दिया तो मैं ओके Avinav, one thing, first credit goes to Rohit Sharma as a captain. First credit goes to Rohit Sharma for a start for first 10 overs. But after that, you have to give credit to Virat Kohli that we are very lucky that Virat Kohli is playing for Team India after this milestone.
Yes, we are. Wait, what did Abhinav say? I need to see that comment again.
He's saying that all are making runs, but if no one gives the Rohit credit, Rohit will
Okay, Rohit Sharma will get the credit
automatically.
ultimately. Okay, see, ultimately, Rohit Sharma is the captain of the team. Even if Rohit Sharma scores, gets out for Golden Duck, he will get credit for the victory because he's a captaincy. He will get in captaincy credit for sure. Okay, so he doesn't need runs. Whatever runs Rohit Sharma scores is a bonus, to be frank, because he has done well as a captain in this tournament. So even if he scores 0 of 1 and gets out, he will still get his fair share of credit. That much I'm sure. Yeah, he has his haters. Lots of haters are there who will troll Rohit Sharma if he gets out for Golden Duck. But to be frank, the crux of the matter is he will get credit for the captaincy, if not for his batting.
Yes, of
That
course.
is the crux of the matter. And same thing when actually in 2011 World Cup, uh, Dhoni didn't contribute too much until the final. Dhoni wasn't scoring too much with the bat until the final, but people give him captaincy credit. Same thing with Rohit Sharma.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no doubt. Rohit Sharma is a king. Yeah, as a captain. Okay. Okay, so now, guys, let's come to the trending news. That news is coming from Pakistan. That is very controversial news. That same thing
Okay.
happens between Ganguly and Virat Kohli, and now same this thing happened between Babar Azam and Jakash Ashraf. So what was the debate between them that Ashraf want that Babar Azam should only a captain of Test and he should uh, resign from the captaincy of white ball format. But what Babar Azam is thinking that he don't want to put the captaincy out means no I think I'm saying something different like wait oh one more comment he's saying शुरुआत के ओवर में डर गया था रन आउट Yeah, there was something, some panic was there in between overs. Jadeja was pretty aggressive, so some overthrows was there, but it's okay. At the end, we win the match, so no valid point for discussion. But now, let's discuss with Rahul. Rahul, can we say this is not good with Babar Azam? Means Babar Azam is bound to give the captaincy of Test also. Because same with Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli also wants ODI and Test captaincy. Same with Babar Azam. He was okay with T20 captaincy. That it's okay. I will not take the captaincy of T20, but he want ODI and Test. But what board wants means he should only the captain of Test. So finally, Babar Azam stepped down from captaincy of all the format. Will it hurts Pakistan in Test cricket? First of all, Rahul.
No, in my opinion. Okay, look, what has Babar Azam done as a test captain? Okay, he brought in, he basically, for after the failure of his 2021-2023 World Test Championship cycle, he decided to imitate England, and do baseball in Sri Lanka. Okay, baseball worked in Sri Lanka only because Sri Lanka doesn't have such a strong bowling attack except for Prabhat Jayasuriya. There they successfully implemented their baseball, and that too, I don't even think they understand what baseball is, because if I looked at the highlights of those matches, and basically they were just trying to play like T20 cricket. That's not what baseball is really. England's style of baseball is to play along the ground, score centuries, and keep the scoreboard ticking by pushing singles and getting the occasional boundary. That's how England is playing baseball. But Pakistan understood it as a play test match in a T20 style by hitting sixers and whatnot. But that's not what baseball really is. I don't think Pakistan really, Babar Azam really understands the concept of baseball. But based on that aggressive approach, you can't suddenly just keep him as a test captain, in my opinion. Virat Kohli's case is a little bit different. Okay, while Kohli and Ravi Shastri, they didn't do that well in in white ball cricket, in spite of having a very high winning percentage. They didn't do well in limited overs cricket, and there was reason to scrap them. But Kohli was an excellent Test captain. Okay, of course I'm going to go in a little bit of detail about Virat Kohli right now. Here, under Virat Kohli, India was number one in Test cricket for 5 years. From 2016 to 2021, India was the number one ranked team in Test cricket. And the first few years of Virat Kohli's captaincy until 2017, people were saying this number one is fraud ranking. We're just beating weak teams and we're only playing at home. That's why we're number one. But after that, we kept the number one ranking even after playing away from home and playing overseas, and we were winning games overseas as well. And we had probably our best pace bowling attack of all time in this period. So that was a golden era in Test cricket under Virat Kohli. Not many will give Kohli credit for that, because modern day fans, they only pay attention to IPL and T20 cricket, so they're not going to give Kohli too much credit for the work he did in Test match cricket, unfortunately. Anyway, but with Babar Azam, Pakistan didn't do anything special in Test cricket. They've not done anything special in any of the formats. To be frank, yes, they reached Asia Cup final and T20 World Cup final in the
But
Asia Cup last year. But to be frank, the Asia Cup, Pakistan really sneaked through against both India and Afghanistan. It has to be said. Uh, there was a drop. Arshdeep Singh dropped a catch which helped Pakistan win in the Super Four of the T20 Asia Cup. I'm saying, and against Afghanistan, they nearly lost. They were down to their last wicket, and Naseem Shah hit two fluke sixers and helped Pakistan win. But that Asia Cup they could have won actually, but they lost twice in a row to Sri Lanka. Once in the group stage and once in the final as well. They lost against Sri Lanka. Then T20 World Cup, they got into the semis by luck, fluke really, because Netherlands defeated South Africa, and South Africa versus Zimbabwe is washed out. Pakistan made it into the semi-final. Otherwise, they lost a match against India that they should have won. Against Netherlands, okay, they won handily, but they lost against Zimbabwe by 1 run, chasing a very low total, that too. And then against Bangladesh, they had an LBW decision go their way. Ironically, lots of Pakistanis think that umpires favor India, and they accuse India of getting help from umpires to win games. But they got help from the umpires in that game to get the wicket of Shakib Al Hassan. Ironically, I'm on Shakib Al Hassan's side on that one. But to be frank, Pakistan had a lot of luck in those two tournaments, even in T20, which is supposed to be their strong format. This year, they were thumping their chests so much before the Asia Cup about how they had the number one ranking in ODI cricket. But when the Asia Cup and the World Cup came, the biggest tournaments uh, of your life, there Babar Azam couldn't make his team perform. Under Babar Azam, Pakistan even finished last in the Super 4 in Asia Cup in the ODI format. And in the ODI World Cup, they could win only 4 out of 9 games. So Babar Azam, uh, uh, his captaincy records warranted him being sacked. And in Test cricket, if he's rightfully sacked from Test cricket, because in 2021 to 2023 World Test Championship cycle, Pakistan's home fixtures were Australia, England, and New Zealand, three non-subcontinent teams, three Sena teams playing at home, and not in UAE this time, not in UAE, in Pakistan they were playing. And then their away fixtures were Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and West Indies. They didn't have to tour a single Sena country in this in the last World Test Championship cycle. They should have been reaching the World Test Championship final in 2023 without losing a series. As a matter of fact, they should have won all of their series and reached the final, and they couldn't do it. Not only did they fail to do it, they lost a match against Sri Lanka, lost a match against West Indies. At home, they prepared absolute flat wickets with nothing for their bowlers, and they couldn't win a single match at home. So his captaincy record has been dismal, and he is rightfully sacked from all three formats, in my opinion.
Okay. Okay, so Rahul, you are saying that everything is okay. Yeah, this is a good decision. Okay, so tell me from yes or no, after this, Babar Azam will come into the original form. Can we say?
He might, yes, he might come into his into his original form. There's no doubt he's a good batsman, but he's not captaincy material. And people thought in India, they thought Virat Kohli was a bad captain, but Babar Azam is worse than Virat Kohli. At least Virat Kohli, maybe he didn't have success in the white ball format like he would have wanted to, but he was an excellent Test match captain. Uh, Kohli is miles ahead of Babar Azam, even in limited overs cricket, I have to say, because under Virat Kohli, India was winning bilateral series not by defeating, what to say, B teams of Australia and New Zealand, and or bashing minnows like Zimbabwe and Afghanistan. We were going and winning white ball series in all the SENA countries. And in the 2019 World Cup in England, yes, Kohli didn't bring home the trophy as a captain, but India topped the group stages and went into the semi-final. And in the semi-final, we restricted New Zealand to 240 runs. Unfortunately, our batsmen were not good enough to chase it, but India was still winning most matches under Kohli, but not many are going to see that, unfortunately. Kohli is miles ahead of Babar Azam as a captain, so sacking of Babar Azam, even though it's politically motivated, probably isn't the same as sacking Virat Kohli, because with Virat Kohli, you got rid of a good test captain. In my opinion, getting rid of Babar Azam, you haven't really gotten rid of anything.
Okay. Okay, so coming into the topic, Rahul, after the three, after putting him out of the captain of all the three formats, we can see the split captaincy also. So if I talk about the split captaincy option, so first of all, let's start with T20 format. Of course, the T20 World Cup is coming. So who is your captain? Means according to you, you thought that he will show some intent also. So who is your captain for T20 side?
For T20, my captain would be Shaheen Afridi. Afridi, with Lahore Qalandars in back-to-back PSL seasons, has won the PSL with them. He should be the captain for Pakistan. We gave Rohit Sharma. In fact, we gave Rohit Sharma the Indian team captaincy because he won IPL trophies. Why can't Shaheen Afridi get captaincy based on winning PSL, their domestic tournament? I don't understand why we need to go along with Babar Azam. In fact, Sarfraz Ahmed is a much better captain than Babar Azam.
In
They
Test.
can bring him back into the team, in my opinion. But there is rivalry in Pakistan. For those of you Indians who don't know, there is rivalry in Pakistan between Karachi and Lahore. There is that rivalry going on. Sarfraz Ahmed is from Karachi and Babar Azam is from Lahore. So
So do you think that
there is
Sarfraz
that.
Ahmed is good captain in T20?
Sarfraz Ahmed is a good captain. Unfortunately, he doesn't contribute with the bat, but he will contribute good captaincy. If you guys recall, in 2017 Champions Trophy, he made Pakistan win against all the odds. They defeated South Africa in the group stage, South Africa and Sri Lanka, and then they defeated England and India back to back to lift the trophy. Against all odds, they won the Champions Trophy, and even domestically, like he's won the under 19 World Cup in 2006. As a matter of fact, he won the under 19 World Cup where Kohli was captain of the under 19 team for India, and Pakistan defeated India in that final. So he won that, and he's won the PSL as well. I think he won it with I think with Peshawar Zalmi, if I'm not wrong. He won as captain of Peshawar Zalmi, and he also recently, I think, with the Karachi team, he won a Qadi Azam Trophy, which is their version of Ranji Trophy. So he's had success across all the format, all three formats. He's had success,
Okay.
both international and domestic.
Okay, so in test match, who should be the captain?
Probably for ODI and Test match cricket, maybe Mohammad Rizwan will take over the Test captaincy because he's the other regular in the team. So maybe Mohammad Rizwan can take over that.
Okay, Rizwan in ODI and test match, and in T20 Shaheen Shah Afridi. Right.
Yes,
Okay. Okay, so there will be some changes in their department also. Of course, Umar Gul most probably will be the bowling coach of this Pakistan team. Yunus Khan most probably be the chief selector. That is possibility, but confirmation will coming soon. Who knows? Tomorrow we will get a confirmation. So new Pak members are coming. So Rahul, how you see the step of Pakistan team? They sacked all the foreign members and they are bringing proper Pakistan members. So how you see the chemistry now? If Pakistan members will come, they will definitely know about the talent and right team will be chosen for the match. Can we expect the same?
we can definitely expect the same from them. One good thing is that there is some team chemistry in this Pakistan team. Uh, to be frank, it's not there isn't a big rift like there was in the past, but we have to see how things go forward with the removal of Babar Azam.
Yeah, when Babar Azam will not be there, definitely I will see some changes in ODI also. Or I will not be surprised, Rahul, if Fakar Zaman is going to open in T20 along with Rizwan. I will not be surprised.
Mm, Probably that should happen. Bring Babar Azam at one down.
Yes,
Let
number
your
three.
you can't have two similar type batsmen playing at the opening slot. Both Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan take time to settle down, and they will play slowly, and that will put pressure on all the batsmen coming in to accelerate the scoring. That cannot be done. Another option is maybe you can have Mohammad Rizwan for Test captaincy, and you can make white ball captain same for both ODI and T20. Have Shaheen Shah Afridi as captain of both the teams. That can be done.
Yeah, but I think T20 is different from ODI. So ODI and Test can be equal in that manner. So let's see how the things will goes on. But we have to see. I think if Sarfaraz Ahmed can give, if you give some time of captaincy to Sarfaraz Ahmed up until his age, and after that Rizwan will follow him. Might be we can see this type of decision also. So we will see the big changes in this Pakistan team. Of course, we will see some opening changes. Uh, I am assuming that Fakar Zaman will definitely get chances in T20s and ODIs. Well, in Test match, I think Pakistan is okay with opening combination in middle order. Everything is okay. Just it is all about intent. So we will see the different Babar Azam now. Who knows? Big day is coming for Babar Azam. Big records is coming for Babar Azam. We will see centuries also. Doesn't matter now that who team is there. So now no burden for Babar Azam. Only he have to bat for Pakistan as long as he can.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see how the things will change. But of course, we will expect that something better will happen after this step. Of course, Mickey author, no Mickey author now, no Dil Dil Pakistan, no anything, no biryani. So no other excuses will be there now. So new captain, new coach, new coaching staff. So new start from Pakistan team. So if we see the T20 history of Pakistan, definitely they are going to do big in T20 World Cup.
We can definitely expect them to be competitive in the T20 World Cup. T20 is a different story. Pakistan is competitive over there, although even there they need a lot of luck in order to do well in T20 World Cups. Actually, Babar Azam's best opportunity was 2021 when they played the T20 World Cup in the UAE. That's where they really had a chance. They finally defeated India in a World Cup for the first time under Babar Azam's captaincy. And I saw that coming, to be frank. I definitely felt that playing in the UAE, Pakistan has got a chance to defeat India over there, especially if they are chasing a target. They will defeat India. They did. It happened. Unfortunately, I didn't expect they will win by 10 wickets, but they won by 10 wickets. That happened, and they won. They went unbeaten in the group stages, as a matter of fact. And for most of their semi-final against Australia, they were bossing the match. They were absolutely bossing the match and looked like they were going to win. And Stoinis and Wade looked like they were just keeping Australia afloat. But somehow in the end, Wade came up with those three sixers, and rest is history.
Yes. So let's see how the things will goes on. But of course, Pakistan fans will have something good from Pakistan team, that now this Pakistan team will act differently. So let's see how the things will goes on. But finally, guys, enjoy the moment. Finally, India qualifies for final and get ready for tomorrow game. I know each and every means not every means maximum Indian fans will very excited to see tomorrow game, who is the finalist with Team India. So I think who knows means it is a game of a strategy game, that some players will definitely watch from Team India also, that who is going to win it and what is the weaknesses and what is the advantage of a team. So all in that contest, tomorrow match is really important. Semi final two.
Yes, yeah, it will be very important from an Indian point of view. I'd hope South Africa wins, but I think Australia is the favorite. I prefer South Africa in the final because we know Australia are also mentality monsters. They know how to win big games, and a lot of these players in the Australian team, they have won they have won titles in all the three formats. A lot of these players, if you look at Steve Smith, David Warner, Pat Cummins, Mitchell Stark, and Josh Hazelwood. They have all. Wait, I'm not sure about Pat Cummins exactly. No, but Smith and Warner, Stark, and Hazelwood. These players have won. They were part of the winning squads of Australia in the 2015 ODI World Cup, 2021 T20 World Cup, as well as this year's World Test Championship final. They were part of all those championship winning teams. So they know how to win trophies, and I wouldn't like the prospect of facing such a team in the final. That'll be very tough. We know South Africa, if we play South Africa in the final, then what all we need to do is you hopefully win the toss and bat first, and I think the trophy is ours.
Yeah, of course. So let's see how the things will goes on. Okay, now it is a question from Krishna Nair. Pat Cummins won all three ODI, WTC, T20 World Cup. Yeah, of course. As a player, Pat Cummins have
Yes.
already a WTC. There's a T20 World Cup also there. So now it is time for ODI also. Yeah, ODI. Pat Cummins was member of 2015, of course. Yes, World Cup. So now
I
it
want
is
to. I think I should verify that first. I don't. I know this Smith, Warner, and Smith,
Stark.
Warner, Stark, and Hazelwood were part of all the three. I
I think
think.
Pat Cummins is also there because Pat Cummins is also old member of this team. They can't play World Cup without Pat Cummins, I guess.
That's probably correct. Yes, yes, he was part of 2015 World Cup
Yeah.
squad. Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so now it is a time for
I
Pat
remember
Cummins to
now.
win as a
I
captain.
remember now looking at the first World Cup match that he played. It was that match in Auckland where Kane Williamson hit Pat Cummins for the winning sixer of that match. So now I remember. Yes, Pat Cummins was part of the 2015 World Cup. So five members of this Australian team. They are still the core of the Australian team. To be frank, David Warner, Smith hasn't played every match, but he's still very much a core member of this team. Smith, Warner, Cummins, Stark, Hazelwood. They've won across all three formats. So this is a champion team.
Yeah, so let's see. May the best team win, the who plays the best. And I don't see the any change in condition. Yeah, length will definitely increase. Means if I talk about dimensions, dimension will definitely increase in Ahmedabad. Of course, a big ground. You will not be able to hit sixes easily. But yes, it will be a good game on Sunday. So let's see who is going to play with Team India. So who knows that it will be a time for South Africa. So let's hope for the best. May the best team will win. Okay, as he's saying that New Zealand will never win ODI World Cup. They always choke in semi-final and finals. Well, Krishna Nair, you can't say about this because still we have to say that New Zealand played better. Means they got some good players. They played better
They
today,
have
but
see,
it was a margin of error.
New Zealand always punches above their weight in ICC tournaments. They won the World Test Championship in 2021, so they can win limited overs tournaments. And limited overs cricket is here to stay. Unlike Test cricket, especially the T20 World Cup, New Zealand will have many chances to win it. I think the problem is that New Zealand has to win even when they are hosts of the World Cup. When they are the hosts, they are always co-hosting with Australia, so they don't get to play the final at home. For example, in the 2015 World Cup, New Zealand they they were the
Qualified.
co-hosts of the World Cup, and until the final, they were playing all their games at home,
Yes.
including a game against Australia, the other hosts of the World Cup. But when they played at the MCG in the final, when they had to play in Australia, they couldn't win the match. They don't get to play the final at home. Obviously, Australia, they have bigger stadiums like MCG, SCG, the GABA. They have the bigger stadium, so they will always get to host the final. So New Zealand would only be able to host a World Cup final if they are hosting the World Cup on their own without Australia. But that won't happen, in my opinion. That will not happen. So this is the big challenge for New Zealand, that even if they are hosts, they can't exactly win it at home because they have to play the final away from home.
Yeah.
And
So
unlike in subcontinent conditions, you can say like if India, we have to play final in Sri Lanka or Bangladesh, it's same conditions, not a big problem for us.
yeah.
But with New Zealand, between New Zealand and Australia, the conditions are not exactly the same. So for New Zealand, they have to adapt when they play in Australia.
Of course. So let's see how New Zealand team will looks like. And after 4 years, so many players will be changed definitely. I think no Trent Bolt for this team. Most probably no Team Saudi. So new bowlers are
We
coming.
might
Well,
we might see Trent Bolt in the T20 World Cup next year in
yes.
West USA and West Indies, but this will be the last time we see him in an ICC tournament in the ODI format. And of course, World Test Championship, he's already achieved his dream over there. He was part of the 2021 winning squad, so he's already won a World Test Championship title. He won't come back for Test cricket again, I think.
Yeah, of course. So there's no contract issue is also there. But yes, of course. So many things we have discussed today. So how was the show, Rahul? Today, so many discussions.
Yes, lots of interesting discussions. It was very great.
Yeah, of course. Until now, how many people have seen us? That is also great. That even alternate days people see us, see our discussions. 24 people and 6 is online still. So great. Your contribution is always there. That's why we are able to discuss same thing. Rahul, we have seen some people that are always discuss in a space, but in space, what happens? You don't get equal opportunity. But when it comes to YouTube, you will get a equal opportunity to discuss, and your thinking spread all over the world, not only confined people. Means you can say that if you have some discussion in other applications, you will discuss among 5 6 people, but when you discuss in YouTube, you will get the views of all around the world.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, he is saying, Krishna Nair is saying, if India win this World Cup, so in 2027 also host host will
Well,
be
there's
favorite.
look,
We have
Krishna.
to see.
That is 3 or 4 years away from now. It's hard to say anything. As a matter of fact, let me tell you about this 2023 World Cup right now. If you told me in August or even in September, maybe, uh, that even after winning the Asia Cup, for namesake, I'll say even in August, 1 month before the World Cup, in end of August, if somebody told me India was going to reach the World Cup final without losing a single game, I would have said you're joking. That's not going to happen. We are going to lose one game somewhere along the line. We're not going to win the whole tournament without losing a single game. I would have said that. See, 1 month before the World Cup, I didn't think India was a firm favorite to win the tournament, and I think even you didn't think India was a favorite. I mean, we had many discussions here talking about how we were not very confident of India winning the World Cup this time, but here India is winning 9 out of 9 group games and a semi-final and going on into the final. So nobody would have expected this. So when you can't even predict what will happen 1 month later, what will happen in 1 month's time, how do you predict what will happen in 3 or 4 years from now? It's very unpredictable. And South Africa, yes, of course, any cricketing nation will be motivated to do well in a World Cup, even more when they're playing at home. But we have to see what it is with South Africa, because South Africa has had a long history of not winning in knockout matches. Will they turn it around being the host nation? We have to see. Zimbabwe and Namibia are also hosts in that World Cup. Let's not forget. Of course, we don't expect too much from Zimbabwe or Namibia in that World Cup, but we can expect something from South Africa. Lots of these South African players you're seeing now, although South Africa is playing in this World Cup, a lot of them are very old right now. So South Africa too will be in a rebuilding phase. They'll have to build a big team. Good thing is they have a system right now. They have that South Africa T20 franchise league, but of course, to build an ODI team, you can't just go on franchise cricket. You have to see how your list A players are doing as well, and you have to pick a team accordingly. And I think
Yeah.
for all teams in general, I think going forward, if you look at the schedule that is there, especially for teams like India, where we're always playing some series or the other. In fact, after the final on Sunday, in 4 days' time, we have to get ready for there will be a T20 series against Australia. You have to choose a horses for courses policy. Yeah, some players maybe have abilities to play in all the formats, but you have to go by the fitness too. You can only select players for multiple formats if they have the fitness to, play every game. I'd rather have a player who will play one format and play every game in that format, rather than have them play across all three formats and then they'll be occasionally taking rest for every other series. So you have to have a horses for courses strategy. Choose different players for different formats. This way, all the players will be fresh. Because if you choose players who play only in Test cricket, the guys who play only in Test cricket, they will get rest during a one day and T20 series. So they will have sufficient rest. The ones who are playing only in ODI or only in T20 or only white ball cricket for that matter, they will have rest, a long amount of rest during the Test series. So you need to plan your future in this way. Plan your team. You have to identify who are the good Test players, who are good for ODI, and who are good for T20 cricket. And even in ODI, between ODI and T20, you have to make some distinctions, because especially for bowlers, some bowlers won't have the stamina to bowl 10 overs for you in an ODI game. Even though they bowl 4 overs in T20, they may not bowl 10 overs for you in an ODI game. And same with even the batsmen, for example. Some batsmen won't don't want to may not live up to the physical demands of ODI cricket, and want to bat for 50 overs. Or even a wicket keeper, for example, you need to have a certain amount of stamina to be able to stand in the field for 3 hours. For 50 overs, you have to stand in the field. It's not an easy thing.
Yeah, of course. So let's see. It is all about the trend. The trend is there that previous two World Cup win by home team. I even we are also not confident that India is going to win it surely. Let's see who is the opponent because cricket
Yeah,
is not
you can
easy.
never be 100% sure. See, even if you are see, even if it's 2007 Australian team, you can never be 100% sure that Australia will definitely win the World Cup, because you can have a bad day. A bad day can come anytime, and it in the knockouts it takes just one bad day for you to miss out on winning the trophy. It could have happened today. As a matter of fact, I think we all had some feeling in our mind that when Kane Williamson and Daryl Mitchell were having that partnership, that New Zealand might go on and win this match. They might chase this target. So the you have to always stay alert. You have to stay focused, and I think the team is capable of winning. I think India is a favorite, but there is no 100% certainty ever. There will never be 100% certainty over us winning, and especially when we set the standards high, we're never going to be 100% happy.
Okay. Yeah, of course. So let's see how the things will goes on tomorrow. Another good game. So great discussion, Rahul Ayyar. Hopes there will definitely enjoy and just guys subscribe KFCS and Sports Grid and give your views that how the things are going on. So I hope you all are have enjoyed the maximum number of World Cups. So many coverage will be there even after World Cups because cricket never ends anytime. So each and every month there is special series is coming. So after ODI World Cup, we have focus on T20 World Cup as well as World Test Championship. So big news are coming. So 3 4 days are very critical. Uh, we will talk about finals also. We will talk about various news that coming from Pakistan, how the things are goes on. T20 team Indian team T20 has to be announced most probably by tomorrow. So we will have a discussion about that. So till then, guys, subscribe KFCS and Sportsbit. Thank you very much, Rahul, for your time, and
Thank you.
we will come tomorrow and have a talk about semi-final two and what will be the preparation. Okay. So
Yes,
thank you.
absolutely. Thank you.
So thank you very much. Goodbye and good night, guys.
Good night.